Today I'm going to be flipping an empty private island into a resort, and we're going to try to sell it for $1 million. But first, I need to find a private island to buy, and so I'm logged in on an alt account named 666 Anna. All right, guys, I've been spamming that I'm buying a private island, and one player who has a balance of $200 million just DM'd me and said, do you want to buy my island? We might snag the deal of a century right here. Down this path, straight ahead, is a build you guys have not seen yet. Now, a build that later on in this episode, when I show you, will blow your mind. We're accepting the teleport request from this player. Let's take a look at what it looks like.
It's a very tiny base.
So it's right for improvement here. Let's take a look at the inside.
Very tiny.
I'm going to try to work my magic here, guys, and try to get this guy to give us something free with it.
I love it so much. I am struggling to get started.
So I messaged them. I'm trying to play the noob card, but I do have $1 million now, so it's probably not going to be as effective as it used to be in the past. Guys, they offered me this build for $10,000. It seems to be a pretty decent deal to me. $10,000 has been sent. First thing I'm going to do is actually make it a private island, which means I've got to get rid of the little connection point right there. It's currently like a private peninsula. And then right here, it also connects. We're gonna have to take this out. We want to have a proper private island. We need a massive amount of sand. There's a little bit right there. And so to save money, I think I'm just gonna go harvest sand myself. We're gonna start slowly replacing all of this nasty dirt with private island sand. It literally looks so much better already. Now, it's not exactly where I want it to be. The roof is a little bit small. The entrance is kind of weird. I think the staircase out front is actually taking away a little bit from the sand view I'm trying to get here, all right? So let's get rid of this. That looks a little bit better, and we can replace all this dirt with a little bit more sand. The island is taken care of a little bit. We got to add way more details to the island to get this thing to sell for a profit. But on the inside, I absolutely, I'm sorry, person who sold this to me, despise a staircase that is that tight. I'm gonna take out the entire roof in this area. And I'm gonna turn this into one single room, which is a slight risk, I'll admit, because we're really kind of cutting the square footage down a lot. But I think it's gonna open the place up to the point where it feels a lot more homey. And in terms of the staircase, hate to do it like this, but we're just gonna get rid of it. We're gonna keep this as a walkway into the house, but we're just gonna change the basics of it so that it just feels a little bit more welcoming. That could just turn into a freaking entire row of windows. Get that nice little beach view as you're inside. And let's replace all of this sand here. It's kind of funny because I put these staircases down and now I'm literally just getting rid of them right away. Oh well. Now that, I don't know why, but I like it so much more. Actually, I'm gonna elevate it even more. That's gonna look better. There we go. Okay, and we'll change this all to stone. Tell me that doesn't look like a better front entrance. You get to walk up, you get a view of the beach. We'll need a little bit of glass there, which I could do by actually smelting, but I have no stone. So let's go pop a little bit of sand in here and get some of that smelting. We got to give this thing a little bit of functionality. It's kind of a tight, small area here, so it kind of hurts how much I'll be able to sell it for, I think. But if I can give it maximum functionality and style, it might end up being okay. Crafting table, we're gonna put right here. Never underestimate the power of slabs and staircases for your interior decorating needs. So I just resupplied with a bunch of items we're gonna put down inside this base to try to pull it together. And on the inside, I'm going to use all of this cobblestone actually to just build 8 furnaces. But I have an idea to give them like a fully functional furnace wall. If that, yes, that's perfect. I was gonna say, if that's not outside, ooh, that one is. We're gonna have to be careful with it, but I think we might be able to pull it off by doing that. That's a unique design you really don't see everywhere, and for that reason, I love it. Here we'll give them access to this top little rung. We might as well make it so this is like a usable platform they could walk around on. And if we were to use stairs around the rim up here, it would actually look even better. We could do something like that where you can actually walk up, get on the stairs, and you literally have like secret furnaces. I could put even more right here, and it looks even better. Now, in terms of ladder placement though, I don't love it, but I think it's gonna get the job done for us. Let's get some torches in here. Actually, we're rich. Let's get some glowstone in here. That looks juicy. Maybe a little bit of outside glowstone in this path too, just because I feel like that's gonna pull it together. I don't know if this is necessary, but I did bring over a lilac because I thought, hey, we kind of destroyed the water over here. Let's just pop it down and see what it does for us. We can slowly fill this in with water, but it's gonna be a journey. I gotta pretty much empty the ocean to fill this thing up. This wasn't my intent, but I think it would actually look really good if we had some glowstone around the outside of the base so that you can actually see around at night. Now the house stands out. It's got a nice backdrop. If we go back to our chest room now, guys, we'll be able to see all of the glass we've been smelting. And that's it, 12, really? I feel like it's kind of not that many for how long it's been smelting. I guess we'll make do. Look at that. Giant wall-to-wall windows. I'm gonna get rid of these torches because we got the glowstone. And the fine details and craftsmanship in a base like this are really where it gets pulled together and sold for the big bucks. Now, I'm gonna sneak in a stake that's actually signed by me. You can sign items on my server, so people won't even realize it's signed by me when it's in there. And over here, probably should have put the lilac, but instead, I'm gonna just pop down just a bed. I mean, for now, that's what we're gonna do. We'll change those as temporary placeholders, okay? Usually, bases don't have enough windows. This one has a lot, but actually, we could take this down and put another window here so that you can still kind of look outside from inside, which gives you access to that beach type view you like to see. What we'll do is leave it just like that and just put some panes in. There we go. See, now that's gonna open the place up a lot, make it look even bigger than it really is. Now we've got the ladder over here in the corner. We obviously need to expand the base a smidgen, and so it seems to be there's already this cave underneath. So to me, it's a great pace to expand. We're finally investing some money into this base, more than the $10,000 already. One thing I need to do is kind of hide the fact that like over here is like kind of ugly. I don't want people to really necessarily know that. So I got some bamboo. We'll plant that bamboo down right here, kind of give them just a nice little bit of privacy along the edge of their base. And then we'll also make a little bit of sugarcane here just to make it even more hidden. We got 2 pots to place inside. Obviously, you need to put some flowers right here. You can't have a base like this without flower pots. One's gonna go up there. That is actually looking absolutely adorable. And now the more interesting item that I got was jungle logs and some leaves. And with this, I think it's really gonna pull this thing together. We're gonna need some tropical trees. So I'm gonna see if I'm able to even build correctly a couple of palm trees. Man, the work it takes to build one single functioning palm tree is right here, guys. Look at this process. I don't even know if this is gonna look good. I'm just literally guessing. All right, how does that look from the ground? Does that even look like a tree? That's not too bad. I mean, you can tell it's a palm tree. And I also guess it's gonna make more sense to me if I buy just a little bit of cocoa beans. I feel like these just kind of look like coconuts. They're not. They're obviously cocoa beans, but they kind of give it a more tropical vibe. This is mostly a modern house, and I think we could use maybe a little bit of a smaller one out here, like just a little bit of a baby tree. 3 talls, plenty, I think. That one looks a little bit like it's got too much of an arch back, to be honest with you. It's a little bit aggressive on the build. I think what we need as well is a campfire zone out front. My idea is, since we have the palm trees, this might look like a really good campfire zone right outside the front door. Like, I feel like this could turn out super good. Outside of the base has got a couple palm trees, got a campfire. What we need to do is make an outdoor crafting table. What I wanted to do was make a couple stairs and make like legitimate little seating zones, kind of just spaced around the outside. It's like you're sitting outside on the beach, you got a couple recliners, you're just out here chilling and vibing under the umbrella. Seems a little big. There we go. And then you could even add a couple of tables back here if you wanted to get a little bit exotic with it. Create some pressure plates, which would be like this. And now these pressure plates become the back of our tables. And now they're just sitting here chilling. And we could even make a little bit of an umbrella right here. I mean, we're really pulling together the outside of this base. I mean, compared to what it was, I don't know what this is gonna sell for, but it should be pretty darn good when you look at where we came from. We can make this an umbrella though, real quick. I have a storage of random colors of wool I've been collecting over time. We have lime green and white. Gotta get creative with those 2 colors. Little bit of a unique looking umbrella design there. It just ties in the jungle wood and makes it all look really cool. I also want to give them what kind of looks like, I'm thinking an outdoor barbecue kind of zone. I think right here would be kind of a cool spot. I'm gonna put some food down as if it's cooking on the grill. You know what I'm saying? Like little grill on the Barbie out here. The bamboo wall's coming in the background, which looks good. And this right here is another strategy to just hide that back wall. Interesting idea here. I thought, why not use sandstone as like a path block so that there's like more of like a path through the sand out here. It might look kind of like people were like stepping on it and like squished it down, you know? But this basement is unfinished, and so we first got to get this thing decorated. Hate to do it. Got to invest a little bit more money into getting the right wood. Look how much better it looks to the floor. There's like a natural door here too. I don't know what we'll do with that. We'll make a quick little emergency crafting table, pop that down right here. I'm gonna craft a set of doors, and it's gonna lead to nothing, but it's a future expansion project for the new owner. What I am gonna do is cover up all the sand. That way people who buy it don't realize that when they start digging into it, it's gonna be a pain. Actually, I could do black concrete. Just like one wall, like not too much. Glowstone has been the most clutch block, I think, this whole build. Like each time I add it, I feel like it just takes it to a new level. For the walls, which are going to be a challenge because there's so much sand there. Oh boy. This whole working with sand business is not easy. All right, look at this. Everything I break, the world is crumbling. Guys, I still have honey from the shop that Isaac opened and forgot to pay rent on. So I'm gonna use the honey as what you fall on as an alternate way into this base, which I think is kind of funny. So there's like a secondary entrance here. We'll clean that up in a second. I gotta get the rest of this wall built though. this is now how the new basement looks. Although this glowstone in the corner, I do not like at all. That looks really weird. So you've got the boinger. If you want to enter into the boinger, we can put a couple trap doors to make it a little bit more hidden. So I think we'll do it like this, where you can open up the trap doors, come down, hit the boinger. In that case, I took damage because I think I missed. Oh, I think that looks good. I said there was a temporary bed here. I wasn't lying. It is temporary, I promise. We're not going to keep it. We'll turn it into a lightsaber. I want to bring the bed downstairs because they don't really have an area to sleep yet. So I guess that works for now. Be like a little bit of an end table there, a little bit of a something like that next to it there. Give him a slime ball because it matches, you know? There we go. 2 different shades of green. I don't know. That's kind of like sweet looking. I can't explain why. Dang, that is a back wall and a half right there. We even have enough item frames to keep the symmetry going. Pop one down right here. If that one has the green, we'll just give him a slime ball in this one too. But this one's upside down. It's like 2 googly eyes watching over you while you sleep. Now, before I sell the private island base, I gotta meet with Isaac and Ben at our brand new courthouse because here we're adding some laws to this lawless land.
Bring your own chair event.
All right, bring your own chair event. Love it. We're starting off simple here today in the courthouse. Ben? Wow, that's exciting.
Thank you.
So outside, me and my brothers are allowed to open up these shops, and we've decided it would be unfair if we could sell unlimited items. For the first law in the courthouse, we're going to make it limited to only $50,000 of items being allowed to sold per week. All in favor, throw in a stake.
A steak? I don't have a steak.
As the richest brother on the server, is only right I throw in.
Now, all right. We've thrown it all into the hole of agreement. It is a new law on the server, and we'll be adding more and more laws on this to make it more fair, more fun, more exciting. So drop a comment down below on what laws you guys want to see us add next. But for now, let's get this law officially signed and dated. Law number 1, signed on 3/9/2021. No bro shall sow more than 50 co. No bro shall show more than 50 co. The new law is in order. The mall is officially open. You're welcome to come to the Lover Plaza. This is what it looks like after just about an hour and a half of building. And the question now is, will the players feel that way? What will the price be? Let's find out. This is the person who sold it to me coming back to look. We might resell it back to that person. Seems like there's actually a lot of interest though. 100K? I said, how about 169K because 69? It's worth shooting your shot, guys. If so, this will be a 1,600% return if I can get it with the memes. Just because you're nice, sure. Come on. 169. This could be Lover Industries history in the making. Yes! $169,000. Boom! The house is sold. Follow my Twitter. The link's in the description. Peace.